Hi, good morning, class 10. How are you doing? I hope you guys are all doing fine. So, today is the weekend, so I want to keep it short so that I don't want to put too much of pressure on you all. So, what I'm going to do is we'll do a poem of Robert Frost from Your First Flight, I guess that's what it's called. So, Robert Frost, like he was actually this poem. Dust of Snow is a song, actually it's a hymn. So you can go on YouTube and listen to it also. So Robert Frost, actually we must know actually what type of poet he was, so that we get to know what we are going to read and we can understand it more easy. He was an American poet. His work was initially published in England before it was published in America. Okay. Born 26th March 1874, San Francisco, California, United States. Died 29 January 1963, Boston, Massachusetts, United States. Uh, you pronounce it's Massachusetts. We'll say in Indian language we'll say Massachusetts. It's not it's not Massachusetts. It's Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Uh, and award was Robert Frost Medal, Pulitzer Prize for Poetry, and lots more. He had children: Leslie, Eliot, Carol, Marjorie, Irma, Eleanor. Okay, education was from Harvard University. Great guy. So it's still there. Basically, now he was died in Massachusetts, born in San Francisco, American poet who was much admired for his depictions on the rural life of New England. His command over American colloquial speech. Remember that word colloquial? Colloquial is, remember, adding, fusing languages together or words together, and his realistic verse poetrying ordinary people. Okay, so his poetry was liked more in England because he wrote more in England, more about the New England. Okay, so Dust of Snow is, what do you say? Uh, we can understand this poem is totally about Robert Frost himself. So, what's the central idea of this poem? I just want to tell you. The central idea of the poem is that small little things, little bit of things, even that pinch of salt can change everything, can change your mood. If the salt is either less or either more, it can change your mood. Suppose you are eating food, your mother serves you your favorite pasta, noodles, spaghetti, or burger, or anything made at home, and you have eaten it before in Pizza Hut or McD or Domino's or wherever, or your China, you have had your noodles or your spaghetti. So spaghetti is again noodles. It's Italian noodles spaghetti. You have a separate gravy for that and it's cooked. So, and there is less salt. I'm giving two examples. One is either less salt or one is more than the required amount of taste needed. Little things can change your mood. You throw tantrums in the house on your mother. What the hell is this? You made this, that day we ate, I told you I want to go outside and eat, you didn't let me go outside and eat, you said I'm going to make it for me, you made it, there's no salt in it. Now what I'm going to do? Your mood goes tank there. That is because of less salt. And if it's more salt, you say, oh, I'm not going to eat, it's too much of salty, I'm going outside, I'm going to eat, I'm going to order it online. complete. And now you are in this bad mood. You are ordering it online. And the thing happens is, you have this offer in these deliveries, right? We have it in our Metropod. I guess you must be having it here also. Like it's everywhere the same. If they are late, then one Pepsi free, or the order is free, or you get something with it. So you order your whatever you have ordered, your pasta, spaghetti, noodles, or burger, or your pizza, whatever, and it comes and it's late. It got stuck at this Ram Dayalu crossing. He was not able to carry out his thing. So he comes to you and he says that this order is free. When you are going to give the money to him, he says order is free, ma'am, sir, or whatever. That split of second, when he says it's free, it changes your mind. Your mood was off. First, it's because your mother made that food. You did not like it. Either it was salt less or it was more salt. It was not eatable for your tongue to take it in. Your mood got displaced. Your mood got off. Then you order it. Your mother's mood has also got off because the child did not eat. Or what mistake did she do? And you screamed at her. You are also feeling bad. At that time, this food comes in and you go bang on. You go to give the payment. You are saying, I wasted that food. I am now wasting money here. Now your mind is clicking everywhere. Things what you wanted to do, it's not happening. But at that time, that person says, because it was late, I am giving you 2 pizzas. Or whatever your order was, he's doubled it because he's got another order with him somewhere to give, that has got cancelled. Whatever, he does not tell you the reason. He gives you 2. And that split of second where he says you got a second order free and you not have to pay because it was late. In that split of second, your mood changes. Oh, thank you so much. Isn't it? That's what generally I'll do. I'm going to thank him very much. I'll give a 50 rupees tip where it's going to cost 200 or 300 rupees for one pizza. I'm going to pay him 50 rupees. Please keep this. Thank you so much. You made my day. Your mood changes. You become happy. It's little things, small things. It was nothing to do with it. I am walking from the road. I see in Kolkata there are a lot of, we have these signals. Very dangerous part. If you cross without a signal when you are not allowed to walk and cross the road, if you go, you've gone. 200 to 500 rupees you are into fine. You'll get a ticket for it. Plus one car might also hit you because they don't care. You are out of the signal time. So there are so many people who walk with lot of baggage and all, I also walk. Calcutta, if you don't walk, you won't know what is Calcutta. Sorry, now it's Kolkata, but we call it Calcutta. Kolkata, whatever. So I see sometimes people walking with so much baggage, they're not able, this lady is trying to. Sometimes we want to cross even when the cars are going. That is Kolkata. So we try to help, because there's very less time. Once the signal goes green, these cars just shot out from their waiting position. They all are busy. Everybody is busy. Help. You are in a bad mood, sweating, and someone says, can you please hold this bag for me? Yeah, sure. You feel good. You're not finding an address. Someone suddenly pops up. These little things. It's happened with me so many times. No money in my pocket. I forgot to take out my purse. Bring my debit card or my credit card, and I'm going around in Kolkata. I don't have cash. Suddenly I meet a friend. He says, come on, let's go for breakfast coffee. Oh my God. Little things. It happens, God gives you that time. It changes in split of seconds. I was just giving you the brief about this poem. The poet is in a very bad mood. Before we go into it, we must know what we are going into it. He's in a bad mood and suddenly his mood changes. Through bad things happening, it becomes good. Your bad thing was happening, there was less salt or more salt, and it changed into a good thing. Okay. You are stuck in a railway gate, Ramdayalu, and it's cram jammed. You're waiting for 1 hour, and suddenly you see one of your oldest friends came there and helped you out, who was not once upon a time good friends with you. Changes your mood. Bad things become good. Happens in life. Okay, there is always a good reason behind every bad thing also. So we must try to focus on it. Try to think what is all about it. We just don't find excuses. We human beings only find excuses. Okay, so we'll start it in the next video. I am coming right back.